This video is about force and types of force. Daily we perform many activities, and for performing these activities we require force. That means without force we cannot perform a single activity. So question arises in our mind is, what is force? Answer is, a force is a push or a pull that cause an object to move faster or slower, to stop, to change its direction, or to change its size or a shape. For example, suppose you are traveling in a car. For moving faster, you increase the speed, or you decrease the speed for moving slower. For getting out of a car, you stop the car and you change the direction by taking left turn or a right turn. That means you are applying a force. Without force, nothing would ever move. Stationary objects remain stationary without force applied. For moving an object, either we have to push it or pull it. Types of forces: frictional force, gravitational force, applied force, drag force, magnetic force, buoyant force, electrostatic force, gravitational force. These are few types of forces. We have seen meaning of these forces and examples of these forces earlier. In this video, we are not going to see these forces. We are going to categorize these forces in separate groups. So let's start studying types of forces where we are going to categorize all these forces. And they are contact force, non-contact force, balance force, unbalanced force. Contact force. Forces experienced by objects when they are in contact with each other is called as contact force. That means two objects, when they are in direct contact with each other, they experience either push or a pull, and that is a contact force. Look at the picture. In this picture, a boy is pulling a cart, and for pulling a cart, he is using his muscles. That means muscular force. So, muscular force is one type of a contact force. Few more examples of contact forces are mechanical force, a force exerted by machine; frictional force; non-contact force. Forces exerted by objects if they are not in contact with each other is called as non-contact force. In this, objects are little far from each other, then also they experience force. Examples of non-contact forces are magnetic force, force exerted by magnet; electrostatic force, force exerted by charged body on another charged body; gravitational force, force exerted by the earth. If you see these examples very carefully, two objects are little far from each other, then also they experience a force, and therefore magnetic force, electrostatic force, gravitational force are non-contact force. Balance forces. Equal forces acting on one object in opposite direction is called as balance forces. For example, suppose you go to grocer and ask for 2 kg of a sugar. He starts weighing sugar by weighing scale or a weighing machine, and he weighs sugar till both the pens become equal or not moving, and that is nothing but the balance force. Balance force do not change object's motion. Look at the pictures. In these pictures you can see, because of balance force applied in opposite direction and equal in magnitude, these are not moving, they are still. Unbalanced forces. Unequal forces acting on one object in opposite direction is called as unbalanced forces. Unbalanced forces can cause objects to change its speed, to stop, or to change its direction. Look at the picture. You will understand the meaning of unbalanced forces. Because of unbalanced forces, in this picture you can see both the things are not stable or they lost their stability. Let's differentiate between balanced force and unbalanced force. Balanced force is equal in size and magnitude. Unbalanced force is unequal in size and magnitude. Balanced force is opposite in direction. Unbalanced force may or may not be opposite in direction. Balanced force do not cause change in motion. Unbalanced force causes change in motion, speed, and direction. These are few points of differentiate between balanced force and unbalanced force for more detailed understanding. Finally, force is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means a physical quantity which is characterized by the presence of both magnitude as well as direction. That means for expression of a force we require magnitude and direction. Without direction we cannot apply a force, and we have to apply a specific magnitude, and therefore force is a vector quantity. Thank you.